Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I want to talk to you about meditation, and if you followed me for quite a while you will know that I am a huge fan of the practice, but I'm pretty sure that most of you have heard about meditation by now, and so I've been trying to think of ways to take this topic to another level so that I could maybe introduce a fresh approach, maybe suggest something that you haven't tried before. Personally, I've been practicing meditation on and off for 3 years now, and whenever I've been dedicated to it, I've been seeing great results. So I thought to myself, why not commit to the practice and, so to speak, put it on steroids? And that is how I came up with the idea of meditating for 30 days while using CBD oil at the same time. Here are the rules. I meditate for 1 hour every day and use a nice big dose of CBD 10 to 15 minutes before my sessions. Pretty simple. So here we go. Day 1, unsuccessful. I keep nodding off because my CBD dose was too high. Day 2, I change my dose and it works so much better. So I think I can see a difference already, but obviously it's way too early to draw any conclusions. Day 3, another hour in the book. Now, it's quite funny how most of my thoughts are about the practice itself. Okay, so it kind of goes like this. Not thinking. I'm doing so great. Oh shit, I'm thinking about not thinking. Still, this is progress because my mind doesn't really wander off to different topics anymore. Yes, I do have thoughts, obviously, but my thoughts revolve around the practice itself. So, what exactly is meditation? The biggest misconception is that you're meant to not think while you meditate. Now, while that is a very attractive concept, it's simply not possible to empty your brain for more than 20 or 30 seconds. The main aim of meditation is to notice your thoughts and then gently move your attention back to your breath. You might think that you failed if you kept getting lost in thought, but that's not true at all. As long as you notice that you're not present anymore and then gently return to the breath, you're making progress and exercising the right muscle, so to speak. Now, back to day 4. This is when the difference between meditating with and without CBD struck me for the first time, really, because day 4 is the day when I decided to just skip it altogether, and my thoughts were all over the place. But that made me realize one very important thing. CBD is a very powerful tool for people that have severe anxiety. So if you can't even sit down to do 5 minutes or even 2 or 3 minutes, that is the thing for you. However, you have to make sure you don't get too used to it, and you have to make an effort to meditate without it as well. CBD is brilliant, but it kind of feels a little bit like a cheat code, so you have to make an effort to still practice meditation every now and then, at least, without using CBD. So as I moved through the days, it became obvious that my routine has to be altered. To be honest, that is exactly what I expected, because 1 hour, that's lovely, that's ambitious, but I just don't have enough time during the day to do that. And also, it's simply too long for me. I get distracted about 35-40 minutes in, and it just stops working at all. So through trial and error, I came to the conclusion that 30 minutes is going to be perfect, because I don't fall asleep or get impatient, but it also gets me into a deeper state, a state that I was never able to achieve with, let's say, 10 or 15 minutes of meditation. Now, I have to be honest, some days I can only spare 5 minutes, and I personally think that's fine. I don't beat myself up about it. I'd rather do 5 minutes a day than nothing at all. Now, you could also split it into a few shorter bits throughout the day, kind of installments, so to speak, if you prefer that. Whatever works for you, as long as you practice meditation, you're good. So as the days went on, I decided it would be a good idea to have some CBD regularly throughout the day. And by day 13th, the constant free-floating anxiety, that kind of knot that I had in my stomach, just disappeared. Now, I've always been one of those people to walk around the city and stare at the same old streets, same old buildings, visit the same old parks, and still be amused as though I'm seeing them for the first time ever. But meditation, combined with the general feeling of being at peace, made me appreciate the arrival of spring even more than usual. So much more grateful for the small things in life. Now, if I can suggest anything, I'd say start your journey with an app, or simply some guided meditation videos. It's so much easier that way. So after a while, you can move on to something that I'm currently using, which is a simple app to track the progress of my meditation in minutes. So every 5 or 10 minutes, I hear a gong sound. On day 16th, something very, very interesting happened. I enjoyed the session. I physically enjoyed the session. I felt as though someone was massaging my brain with, well, one of those, I don't know what the name of that is, orgasmatron or whatever. But yeah, that's what it felt like. And I think it might have been the first time that I truly, truly let go during meditation. I've decided to add short meditations throughout the day, so 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, exactly the same way I decided to just use tiny doses of CBD throughout the day, and that worked very nicely as well. I've noticed that I can catch my anxious thoughts before they spiral out of control, and I am able to take them apart before they overwhelm me, before they take control. Okay, so this is how this process works. Oh, okay, there's a thought. Is it reasonable? Is my anxiety legitimate? Yes? Very well. I'll do what I can to resolve this and let it go. No? Then why worry about it? Now, I know that sounds very, very simple, but actually, to be honest, that's exactly how you should go about things if you are aware of what the worry tree is. But anyway, this whole experiment made me so much more aware of the existence of the worry tree, and therefore I use it on a regular basis and don't let my anxiety spiral out of control. Exactly 20 days in, we've got a plot twist, so for various reasons, which I will not discuss, I decided that it would be a brilliant idea for me to become a cryptocurrency trader. Now, you may or may not know that this is an extremely volatile market, so it goes up and down and up and down, and sometimes it just stays down for a very long time and freaks you out a little bit. To make it more fun, I think I came in at a pretty difficult time for a newbie. where probably every single newbie was just panic selling, whatever. I don't want to get into it because whenever I try and talk about economics, people just fall asleep 10 seconds in. Long story short, it's a miracle that I made money rather than losing it. But yeah, anyways, loads of anxiety during those first 10 days of trading. But taking CBD throughout the day has helped massively. I have to admit, it didn't magically get rid of the stress, obviously, but it did help a lot to calm it down. As I've mentioned before, I've been meditating on and off for the past few years, and this little experiment made me evaluate my progress and how I feel when I do practice meditation, and what happens when I fall off the wagon. And it's very, very clear that I am at my best when I meditate and read or listen to spirituality-related literature daily. It really is like a muscle. If you exercise it, it'll get stronger. If you stop, it'll get weaker. And CBD is your protein shake to help you progress with your gains, especially if you have issues with anxiety to begin with. Even if you're intermediate, I would really, really suggest trying it because CBD takes you to new levels. It takes you deeper in your meditation, so to speak. In general, meditation teaches you to be kinder to yourself. Rather than scolding yourself for being lost in thought again, you simply accept that it's a human thing and you gently bring your awareness back to the breath. Now, the last thing I want to mention is the brand that was kind enough to sponsor this video, which is always very much appreciated because I've been honest about this since COVID times. I've not been doing this well financially, so anyway, appreciate that a lot. But to any Polish viewers, this is a Polish brand, so it's going to be even easier for you to buy their products. But anyway, I love how they have different sized bottles and markings on the droppers, so it's really, really easy to figure out your dose and always be very precise. And they also offer non-THC versions of their CBD oils. So for example, if you are about to get a blood test done and you can't have any THC traceable in your test, in your blood, this one is perfect for you. So I've been using this one throughout the experiment and I've still got plenty left. Apart from using it for meditation, it can also help reduce anxiety. As mentioned before, it can reduce pain as well. I've also been giving CBD to my dog. Alaska suffered from seizures. She had very severe epilepsy, and CBD seemed to help with the seizures as well. So if you go to Air Health's website, you can see a nice price chart, you can see a value comparison. So the brand is also eco-friendly, which I love. It's a quite an important thing for me. I also own a brand that is trying to be eco-friendly. So I'm pretty sure they are almost 100% recyclable, biodegradable. So that's lovely, lovely to see. And last but not least, I vouch for it. I've used it, and you all know that I very rarely sell anything on this channel because I just prefer to keep my integrity. I'm not gonna, sell anything, try and sell anything that didn't work for me. So yeah, if you do have CBD already, just use that and see how that works for you with meditation. But if you're looking for a really, really good brand, and you don't want to spend, an hour online trying to compare things, this is the one to go with. And they have also supported your girl. So, nothing but love for air health. I'm really looking forward. I've got so many bottles left, so I'm really happy about this little side effect of this collaboration. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know if you're gonna try this very same experiment, and I would love to see you in the next video. I don't want to promise anything. Might come back to YouTube, do a few more videos, but you know how I am. I say things and then I never follow up. So no promises, but hopefully see you very soon in another video. Bye bye.